Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Magic, where the little miracles between Jimin and Jungkook turn into stories that warm the heart. But today is no ordinary story. Picture this, thousands of eyes fixed on the stage, but two figures arriving in the same car, walking side by side without hesitation, stole the world's attention. Amid a storm of rumors, when everyone was wondering if they were still as close as they used to be, Jimin and Jungkook answered, without words. What really happened at Jin's concert? And why did that moment feel like a silent confession that they're still together? Sit back and get comfortable because you're about to witness something more than just fan service. This is a story you won't forget. That day, when Jin held his important concert, Jimin and Jungkook arrived together. They came in the same car, walking side by side, hiding nothing. Amidst the flood of rumors trying to separate them, their presence spoke louder than words. Just days before, social media was flooded with speculation that their bond had weakened, that they no longer shared moments together, and even if they did, it was merely a decision made by management. Some even claimed that their closeness was all fabricated, a part of a marketing strategy. But the reality was far from that. What Jungkook and Jimin displayed that day couldn't be staged. It was real closeness, genuine presence, and a connection built over time and shared experiences. For those who've followed their journey over the years, this wasn't surprising. They've always been there for each other, on stage, behind the scenes, in moments full of laughter, and in meaningful silences. Their appearance at Jin's concert wasn't a coincidence. It was a conscious choice. They came not as celebrities, but as friends. Without seeking the spotlight, they gave support in the simplest yet most powerful way, by showing up. They didn't perform on stage or sing together. They simply came as part of a circle that cherishes and loves. In every step they took together, there was an unspoken message that could be felt deeply. Behind something as simple as sharing a ride lies a world of trust and comfort. Jungkook and Jimin are not just bandmates. They are two individuals who consciously choose to walk this journey together in many aspects of their lives. Lately, fans have started noticing a series of moments that show they were spending time together outside of official schedules. Some speculate that they're working on the second part of the "Are You Sure?" project, while others believe they were simply taking a vacation together. Whatever the reason, what matters is this: they did it together. One of the most memorable moments from that trip was when they were seen standing side by side, watching the sunset. In the midst of silence and a breathtaking view, they looked like two peaceful souls, as if the world faded away just for the two of them. That image touched many hearts. No need for dramatic narration, just seeing them like that, and everyone knew, there's something more than just friendship. Another moment showed them gazing at ducklings with tender expressions. They laughed, spoke gently, and shared joy over simple things. This wasn't a curated image. It was a snapshot of two people who deeply understand each other, who don't just share work, but also life. Still, there are people who refuse to believe it. They call their relationship a fantasy, or just fan service. But the truth is, Jimin and Jungkook have proven time and time again, through real actions, that their bond is something much deeper. Not a theory. Not a fairy tale, but genuine moments that speak for themselves. Over the years, they've shared everything: laughter, tears, songs, travels, even silences. Though many have tried to create narratives to weaken their bond, Jungkook and Jimin have always shown that what they have cannot be torn apart by public opinion. Their presence at Jin's concert wasn't just about supporting a bandmate. It was about showing who they truly are, two people who lift each other up and complete one another. In silence, in simple togetherness, they said everything. We're here. Together as always. Jimin and Jungkook never felt the need to shout their relationship to the world. They show it in the small things, in meaningful glances, in the way they care for one another, and in their consistent presence in each other's lives. No matter how many rumors spread, reality speaks louder. Their relationship doesn't need lengthy explanations. Just look at the way they respond to each other and you'll know, this is something real. In countless moments, whether performing, during interviews, live broadcasts, or even when no cameras are around, their interactions remain the same. Thoughtful, gentle, and spontaneous. When one of them looks tired, the other shows up, maybe with a soft pat on the back, or simply with a comforting silence. What makes their relationship so special isn't grand gestures, but consistency in the little things. The smiles they share in a crowd, the steps that always stay in sync, or the look that speaks more than 1,000 words. This isn't acting. This isn't scripted. This is life lived together. They never tried to create a persona. They don't perform to prove something. They just are, and from that, their strength shines. Many fans have come to understand, Jimin and Jungkook's relationship doesn't need to be labeled. It's something felt. A connection formed by time, trust, and deep experiences. They don't hide who they are, nor do they force a narrative. Everything flows naturally, like breathing. And in a world full of noise and doubt, they still choose each other. Jin's concert became a moment that confirmed it once again. They didn't come for the cameras, not for the spotlight, but for someone they care about. And in doing so, they showed the world again who they are, two hearts walking side by side, with a love that doesn't need many words. Every time they're together, they remind us of what matters most, that true love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just shows up, quietly, consistently, and very, very real. It's no surprise that many fans feel emotionally connected to every moment they share. Because behind the dazzling stages and the chaos of the entertainment world, relationships like Jimin and Jungkook's remind us that true closeness knows no stage or script. It grows in the everyday, in long journeys, in wounds healed together, and in the courage to stay, especially when things get hard. When the cameras stop rolling and the lights have dimmed, they still walk side by side. Not out of duty, but by choice. And in a world that changes so quickly, someone who keeps choosing you every single day is the purest form of love there is. Behind Jin's concert stage, there was another stage, quieter, more personal, but infinitely more moving. Without the spotlight, without loud music, Jimin and Jungkook proved once again that their closeness never fades. Not through words, but through synchronized steps, genuine laughter, and presence, exactly when it's needed most. And maybe that's what true love looks like. It doesn't need to be announced to the world, just shown every single day. Thank you for watching this episode. If you felt the same spark seeing them together, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Jikook Magic, because the quiet kind of love is always the strongest.